Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am looking at my page and I have 950 subscribers. That is you, and you. Thank you. And it made me feel so inspired to give you a message. And the message also was coming to my mind after my show, episode 2 came out this week. It's called The Inner Pivot. It's right here on YouTube. You've probably seen it. And I got this huge response from people about the show and the particular guest and the story she was sharing. And I was like, oh my gosh, there is this message that wants to come out of me. And when I saw 950 subs today, I was like, okay, okay, we're not holding back this message anymore. So here it is. You literally matter. No, I know. You've heard it before. Wait. Before you say, like, okay, blah, blah, blah. No. You seriously matter. Your presence here on this planet matters. Your story matters. What I'm saying is literally something that to you might not be a big deal. Something was like a decision you made or a thought you had or something, an idea you had. To you, it's just you. It's just part of you. Like, whatever, that's my life, big deal. But to someone else, that could be the most inspiring thing. To someone else, it could be like, wait, I never thought of that. I never heard of that. I never even knew I could do that. And okay, so let me back up. On the inner pivot, the whole point of the show is that we can overcome anything. One of the mottos in my business, I'm known as the self-esteem doctor. So I do motivational speaking, coaching. Obviously, I'm doing some producing as well, and some shows and some media. I do a lot of TV. And the whole thing that I'm wanting people to understand is that you are valuable, you are powerful, you can overcome anything and you can achieve everything, right? This is like, those are the two things I like to talk about. So in the show, we feature people who have gotten to really high levels in life. They're CEOs, they're business people, they're owners, entrepreneurs, whatever it is, right? And they literally have had to overcome something to get to where they are. And a lot of times we don't think we can overcome things. Hi, Vincente. Okay, we don't think that we can overcome things, but we can. And so I wrote a book and I have a whole system, all the things. But the whole show is to prove to you, look at these people that are in high positions and they're doing great. They overcame something. They had a hardship. And so to them, and they're like, yeah, it was my life and I had to overcome it and it was hard to do and whatever. And I did it. I didn't feel brave. I didn't feel courageous. I didn't feel confident. I just did what I had to do. But when other people see it, they look and they're like, oh my gosh, that was so brave. That was amazing. Hi, Norma. And you end up being an inspiration to people. So I'm telling you, Norma, Vincente, everybody that's joining the live, you are important and valuable. You matter. You mean something. You mean something. Your story means something. The decisions you've made mean something. The thoughts you've had, the ideas you've had, they mean something. Even to you when it seems so silly and like, oh, who cares? Nobody would care if I had that thought, or nobody would care about my new idea. Nobody cares. That's not true. It's not true. And if the people around you don't care, that's the wrong people that are around you. Because all of us have a story and all of us bring something valuable. So I'm telling you, on the show, let me tell you about episode 2 really, really quick. You can go watch it yourself. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, my life is changing. Because that's what people called me and told me after they watched episode 2. Literally, one person in particular went crazy. I mean, screaming on the phone with me. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know that this had a name. I didn't know the fact that I love to do multiple things in my life had a real name and I could do it. Right, Norma? Right? Norma's understanding me right now. And so when people start to share their story, you start to see stuff that was no big deal to you is a huge deal to someone else. Something that like to you, you're like, I was sad, but then I just did this. And you're like, you did what? And to you, you're like, I don't know, it just popped in my head to do it. And it can be the most inspiring thing that someone else has ever seen in their lives. So I want you to start valuing your life and your story and your experiences. And yeah, listen, honey, sometimes it gets hard. Yes, sometimes you may cry. Sometimes you may feel sad. I'm not telling you not to feel that stuff. What I'm telling you is that your story, how you overcome it, the decisions you make can inspire other people. And you can find other people to help inspire you. So when you think something is no big deal, it can be the best thing someone else has ever heard. Again, I'm gonna tell you about that episode 2 now. Episode 1 was absolutely epic. Episode 2 just happened this Monday, so I wanted to tell you about it. It's fresh in my head, and the calls and the messages are still coming in. People are like, I never thought of that. And this is someone else like, oh, I didn't know. I mean, I knew it was a good thing that happened in my life, and I made it pretty far, and I'm in a good high position. But I didn't know it was like that huge to people. And people are like, yes, you changed my life. Another person that called me was like, I am going to pursue every single dream I have ever had. And I was like, what? And like, you got that from my show? And she's like, yeah, because I never heard someone say that you can do all the things you want to do in life like that. I never heard them give it a name. It has a name. When you get to the episode, I'm going to let you get a little teaser. I'm going to let you see the name in the episode. She's like, I didn't know. I'm going to pursue every single dream I ever had. That's what she said to me, because she was inspired by somebody's story. So you have a story too. That time that you made that little decision and you've got yourself out of a jam and you're like, okay, what's the big deal? Somebody loves that story. Somebody's going to need that story. Somebody's going to be inspired by that, even though you're like, what's the big deal? You matter. You matter even when you don't know you matter. You matter even when it's so silly and simple. You matter. And every single one of you who have recently followed me, I started this live by saying I woke up to 950 followers today. And every single one of you matter, because I can't get to 950 without every single one of you, right? Norma is still with me. Okay, I love that. Listen, Norma, I hope you can join us when we do our premiere for our episode 3. Episode 3 is going to be next Monday. And I hope you can join, because it would be amazing. It'll be right here on YouTube. And you'll see it all over my page. But you guys, you matter. And I'm tired of hearing people think they don't matter because, oh, you didn't do anything exciting. You do not need to be saving people from burning buildings or being, a famous actor or musician. You matter. You might open the door for somebody who's having a bad day. And you matter. You might not even interact with somebody else, but you had a hard time and you thought of this thing and you told yourself something, and those words you told yourself is the word somebody else was like, wait, what did you say to yourself? How did you do that? What? I love that phrase. I want to say that to myself. And you might just have words you said in your head that can turn around and be an inspiration for somebody else. Let me tell you, you matter, baby. I don't know. I don't even know how many times to tell you. Your story matters and you matter. Okay, guys, I think I made the point. I'm not going to keep you too long. But make sure that you recognize that you have value, and the little things that you don't even notice can change somebody else's life. And they're changing your life too. You're not just here to perform for other people, but they're changing your life too. Those cool things, those little silly things, you're like, I don't even remember what happened. All I did was, all I said was, all I thought was, and you think it's nothing. It's changing your own life and it's inspiring other people's lives. You matter, baby. You matter. And if there's 5 people around you that don't think you matter and they're not paying attention or they're being mean, those are just not your people. The world has 9 billion people in it. 9 billion people in this world. What do you say, Norma? Everyone makes anybody happy. We can contribute to each other's lives. We affect each other's lives sometimes if we let each other affect our lives, and we can literally choose to bring greatness to our lives and share it with others. I agree. I love it. You matter, and your story matters so much. So you guys, if you have not seen any of the show, go check out the Inner Pivot. Literally, these are very high power professional women who are sharing their story, and to them, maybe it wasn't a big deal, but it's changing lives. And then I want you to think about the things that you've gone through, how you can overcome it, because we teach you in the show. The show is not like, oh, look at me, I'm so fancy, right? The show is like, here's some literal tools. Here's what I did to overcome this. And you guys can go home and be like, I'm going to do that. And it can change your life too. All right. So Thank you with all of my heart. Gratitude goes a long way. Gratitude goes a long way. So I'm filling my heart with gratitude right now. And I'm pouring it onto you. Pouring it onto you, Norma. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you sticking with me through this. I'm pouring it on Vincente. He was one of the first comments today. I'm just pouring this gratitude on you. And I'm thanking you, thanking 950 of you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. And I want you to step away from this live knowing, hey, I matter. And my story matters. Even when it's silly or something small, I matter. Watch my show, y'all, The Inner Pivot. It's going to remind you how much you matter, and it's going to teach you how to overcome the things when you're not feeling like you do matter and you're not feeling so great, all right? Episode 3 is coming out next Monday. I've got a new episode every Monday for 4 Mondays in a row, and then we do a big episode with a director's cut, and then that'll be the end of season 1. I appreciate y'all so much. Round of applause to you, Norma. And you guys, I'll be back. I just jump on live every once in a while because I want to see you guys. I want to feel you guys. I want to connect. And I definitely want to give thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye. See you at the premiere of The Inner Pivot on Monday. Bye.